NASA announces unidentified aerial phenomena study team members. Okay, this is huge. Actual progress on the UAP front from NASA. This is big. Okay, this is Cosmic Road, where I discuss UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like. Please subscribe. Share this video on social media, and there's social media links below that you can follow me on. That'd be awesome when I post a video there. It'd be super helpful if you would share that video. And yeah, as I'm going through the story, please comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, so this is really exciting. Of course, you know, honestly, my faith in NASA is very low. It is my opinion that they have been covering this stuff up for a long time. So do I think they're going to come clean now and do an honest study of UFOs/UAPs? Probably not. But who knows? As my mom likes to say, hope springs eternal in the breast of a mullet. I guess I'm the mullet. But continuing. NASA has selected 16 individuals to participate in its independent study team on UAP, observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or known natural phenomena are categorized as UAPs. Well, that's significant because this is, on nasa.gov, and they're saying that it's not going to be aircraft, which I guess would include a balloon, and it's not going to be natural phenomena, so they can't, blame swamp gas. So, they'll have to stretch a little bit to fudge this stuff. But I'm sure there will be some stretching, and, we'll see. The independent study will begin on Monday, October 24th. That's this coming Monday. Over the course of 9 months, the independent study team will lay the groundwork for future study of the nature of UAPs for NASA and other organizations. So that's interesting. They're working with other organizations. Does that mean the successor program to the UAP task force? What exactly does that mean? To do this, the team will identify how data gathered by civilian government entities, commercial data, and data from other sources can potentially be analyzed to shed light on UAPs. It will then recommend a roadmap for potential UAP data analysis by the agency going forward. The study will focus solely on unclassified data. A full report containing the team's findings will be released to the public in mid-2023. Exploring the unknown in space and the atmosphere is at the heart of who we are at NASA, said Thomas Zurbuchen, Associate Administrator of the Science Mission Directorate of NASA headquarters in Washington. Understanding the data we have surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena is critical to helping us draw scientific conclusions about what is happening in our skies. Data is the language of scientists and makes the unexplainable explainable. It's like he's writing a brochure or something. I mean, this just sounds phony. Okay, UAP. I'm sorry to be so skeptical about NASA. I'm sure some of these guys are well-meaning. Surely they're not all read into the program. Surely that is just a select few that are, airbrushing UFOs out of, photos and scrubbing it from the satellite feed. And but whatever. Okay, UAP phenomena are of interest for both national security and air safety, and the study aligns with one of NASA's goals to ensure the safety of aircraft. I just feel like I'm reading a brochure. I'm not going to go through all this. Let's skip down to some of this bullet point stuff. The members of NASA's independent study team on UAP are, okay, so it just gives a rundown of the various members. David Spergel was selected to chair the study. He is the president of Simons Foundation, where he was the founding director of its Flatiron Institute for Computational Astrophysics. His interests range from the research for planets and nearby stars to the shape of the universe. Well, I'm sure he's a very competent fellow. He also sounds like a very establishment sort of fellow. Not somebody I really trust a lot. Anna Maria Beria is an associate professor of computational and data science. Okay. Federica, joint professor, professors, oceanographers. I mean, these are all highly qualified, smart, competent people, I'm sure. Um, Mike Gold is the Executive Vice President of Civil Space and External Affairs at Redwire in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, I'm sure all these guys are okay, but I've heard there's at least one hardcore skeptic on the bunch. Okay, I just looked it up, and the skeptic is Scott Kelly, a former NASA astronaut, no less. Test pilot, fighter pilot, and retired U.S. Navy captain. He commanded the International Space Station expeditions 26, 45, and 46. He was also the pilot of Space Shuttle Discovery for the third Hubble servicing mission. He was selected for a year-long mission to the space station, where he set the record at the time for the total accumulated number of days spent in space. Okay, so an impressive guy, but he is apparently a hardcore skeptic of the alien UFO, non-mundane phenomena. I find that troubling. I don't mind skeptics as long as they're open-minded skeptics. If you identify as a hardcore skeptic, that says to me that your mind is not open. I think that we would make far more progress with open-minded skeptics, or even better yet, people that are not skeptical who acknowledge the reality of the UFO UAP phenomena and want to get to the bottom of what is really going on. I'm skeptical in the sense that I at least have to go down the rabbit hole and map it out and study it before I embrace the reality that there's rabbits down there. But I'm totally willing to go down those rabbit holes and to do the research and to keep an open mind. There's people that have even more open minds, and there are some people that will just believe there are rabbits down every hole without going down them. So, there's different approaches for different people, whatever works for you. But I do think that we would make more progress on this issue by being as open-minded as possible, because as far as my own limited experiences go, with the greater phenomenon, not necessarily the UFO phenomenon, but my experience with the greater phenomenon has convinced me that it is very weird. It is very... yeah, it's not mundane. There are certainly some nuts and bolts things to it, seemingly, but it's not necessarily a strictly nuts and bolts phenomenon. It's not even mostly nuts and bolts. In fact, it may just be a small amount of nuts and bolts and a lot of crazy woo-woo. And as I've gotten into it and experienced the woo-woo, actually had metaphysical experiences, I think that's where the real heart of the mystery is. And, the progress that we can make in terms of humanity and our own evolution is understanding the woo-woo, is understanding the metaphysics of all of this, the consciousness aspects to all of this, and learning to elevate our consciousness and interact with the greater phenomenon in a way that brings us forward. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about this particular report. I'm not going to read the whole article, but I will link to it if you want to read it. But it is interesting that NASA is making progress on its UAP study. We will see where they go from there. I would be way more impressed and excited if NASA were finally going to release all the stuff that they've redacted and blurred out over the years. That would show me they were committed to getting to the bottom of this. Hiring hardcore skeptics and establishment people is not going to convince me that they actually want to get to the bottom of this. I think they'd have much better luck just going out and doing some CE5 or the like. But who knows, maybe they're already working with the beings behind the scenes. It wouldn't surprise me at all. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. That'd be super awesome. Also, smash that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. That'd be super cool. And please share this video on social media. There's social media links below. Please follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And when I post about my new videos, it would be super helpful if you would share those videos to your friends. Also, there is a PayPal button below if you wanted to support the channel. That would rock. This is Cosmic Road signing out.